Martin Scorsese is one of the greatest directors of all time, in my opinion. He has directed such movies as Wolf of Wall Street, Casino, Goodfellas, Irishman, and many more. The movie of his that I'm going to talk about today, though, is Taxi Driver. I chose Taxi Driver because I genuinely think it is one of the best plots I've ever seen in a movie to date. I'm going to give a brief summary of the movie, and I'm also going to critique it near the end as well. Travis Bickle is a retired Vietnam veteran who comes home to New York and gets a job as a taxi driver. He works very long hours and unfortunately gets to witness the horrors of New York City nightlife. While driving the day, though, he meets a girl, falls deeply in love with her, and decides to ask her out. One day, while driving the night shift, though, he meets a girl by the name of Iris, who is distraught and is being pursued by another man. Before Travis can act out and save said girl, she's taken away by her pursuer, and they move on. The relationship between Travis and the girl he asks out doesn't end up working out because of his unhealthy lifestyle choices, and this takes a toll on Travis's mental state, and he begins to act very irrational. Later on down the line, though, he meets up with Iris, the girl who was distraught that one night, and finds out that she's in a lot of trouble, and this angers Travis a lot. Travis then decides to devote all of his time to saving her and becoming her hero, and try to rid her of her problems. One of the most important reasons why I consider Taxi Driver as being one of my favorite movies of all time is I think Scorsese does an excellent job at depicting a human being going through a lot of stress throughout their life, to the point where it can be quite disturbing at sometimes. I also think this is one of the greatest depictions of an anti-hero I've ever seen, and it can also be quite disturbing at some times as well. One thing that a lot of new viewers may not like is the fact that the ending is quite abrupt, and they may not understand it the first time viewing. All in all, throughout the movie, there are some disturbing scenes being depicted, and there is some gore, so depending on who you are, you may not like that. Taxi Driver is one of the most unique plots I've ever seen, and I think a lot of newcomers may enjoy it as well. During the speech, I gave a brief summarization and evaluation on the movie Taxi Driver. I touched on main character Travis Bickle's trials and tribulations throughout the movie, and how he ends up solving them. I highly recommend this to somebody who wants a disturbingly real representation of an anti-hero who has good intentions, but can't do it without causing some trouble. I guarantee new viewers who haven't seen the movie will call it one of the most disturbing movies they've ever seen. I highly recommend it, and I hope you end up watching it.